There are moments in history when the world seems to pause. Christmas Eve is one of them. It is a night unlike any other, not loud, not triumphant, not filled with celebration. It is quiet. It is dark. And it is filled with promise. On Christmas Eve, the world waits. Heaven waits. And the human heart waits, often without fully knowing what it longs for. The world into which Jesus was about to be born was not peaceful or prepared. It was marked by fear, injustice, and deep longing. Empires ruled with force, the poor were forgotten, and the faithful clung to ancient promises spoken by prophets centuries before. And yet, God did not rush. He allowed the night to deepen. He allowed silence to settle. Christmas Eve reminds us that God often works quietly, not when everything is perfect, but when hearts are humble enough to receive Him. Imagine Mary and Joseph walking through the cold night air toward Bethlehem. No palace awaited them. No room had been prepared. Only trust. Mary carried within her the Savior of the world, not knowing where he would be born, only knowing that God was faithful. Joseph walked beside her in quiet strength, protecting a mystery far greater than he could fully understand. Their journey teaches us that faith does not always have answers, but it keeps walking, even in the dark. Before the angels sang. Before the shepherds ran. Before the star was followed. There was silence. A holy silence, heavy with expectation. A silence so sacred that eternity itself leaned toward the earth. The Church treasures this silence because silence makes room for God. Christmas Eve invites us to step away from noise, from distraction, from fear, and to wait, not with anxiety, but with trust. This is why the Church begins Christmas in the middle of the night. Midnight is when darkness is deepest, and therefore when light shines most clearly. Midnight Mass proclaims a powerful truth. That no darkness is too deep for God. That no night lasts forever. That salvation often arrives when hope seems most distant. As candles are lit and bells ring, the Church echoes the ancient promise. The people who walked in darkness have seen a great light. Christmas Eve is not only a memory of the past. It is a living invitation. It asks each of us what we are waiting for. Where we need light. And what silence we have been avoiding. God still comes quietly. He still chooses humble places. He still waits for hearts willing to receive Him. As Christmas Eve draws to a close, the world stands on the edge of a miracle. The night is nearly over. The child is about to be born. Hope is about to breathe. May this Christmas Eve find you waiting, not in fear, but in faith. Not in noise, but in prayer. Not in emptiness, but in hope. Because tonight, heaven is very close.